Yeah.
And then he will kind of move his head back and forth. He will look to the side where Old John was. He will see the kind of blood trail that he's left over there, and he will kind of look around, and then he will look to the other side, and he sees Engelard there on his knees, trying to see him, and then he will kind of plant his. He will kind of move back as far as he can in the back of the cave, which is not very far away from Walzer, and then he will eye him, like do like a staring contest, death stare at him.
Mad dogging each other, basically.
Yeah, mean mugging. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Old John, you just don't know what Old John is doing.
Did I see him go into the hole at all? Or?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right.
He's in there now. And then Walzer.
And I wanna stalk him, and like I wanna get up close to him, and I wanna say
how so?
Like if he's backing away into the back of the cave, I wanna slowly walk after him. And
you gotta stand up.
That's true. I'll stand up and I'll slowly and try to make it look menacing while I'm doing it.
Make a Constitution check.
Yeah.
See if you whimper and look less than threatening.
Okay. Con is 11. Okay. Nice. Come on, boy.
Yeah. You're able to not loose anything from your lips, and you're able to slowly shamble after him.
And then as I do it, I want to say, "Don't you fucking walk away from me!" And I want to do it as mean as I can. And I want to be maybe while I'm doing it, I can like bang the bottom of the pole part of the lucerne on the ground as I step. Every step I take, I want to sort of bang it up against the ground.
Okay, Engelard, what do you think when you see this display?
What the fuck is wrong with this man?
Engelard,
this guy is crazy.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, while he's doing that, since I kind of failed at.
Alistair's about 20 feet down the hill.
Yeah.
I've just kept my momentum. Apparently,
just like get over.
Like, oh, all right. Can I let's see. Let's try shooting him in the face again. Can I still see the head?
You can, yes.
Okay, let's try that again.
Not enough. Yeah, this time it goes low. Whenever he cocks his head back, that's where you're aiming for. Too slow on the shot there, and it's gonna stick into the wall again. This time the quarrel's gonna snap against the wall. Okay. Then back to Alistair. Make a strength check if you want to try to halt your descent.
the amazing tumbling mage. Oh dear. All right, here we go.
Nope.
God.
You gain speed.
Do I pick up momentum?
No, you start to pick up momentum and then hit the ground hard.
Oh man! All right.
Jeez.
I like how everyone else is like hurting themselves basically,
Yeah.
except for myself and old John. It's just like this fucking stuff. Oh god, yeah.
I'm myself.
So, Alistair, when you hit the ground, you land on your left leg,
Oof.
and you are essentially, you get bruised in the kneecap basically, and you are basically on the ground. Nothing adverse happens to you quite yet, but maybe when that bruise develops, something might happen. You're stuck on you were struck in the leg though, and then the wyvern will growl. He will look over at Jacob, or not, Engelard rather, and then he will begin to sidestep towards Engelard, but still keeping an eye on, trying to again move away from Walzer.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
And he will actually turn his stinger so it's facing Engelard, kind of like a move out of the way because I'm leaving kind of thing. And
Honestly, like to move out of the way, like when you say that, like leaving, like leaving the place, or
well, he's gonna sting you if he gets up to you. So he is threatening, bearing down on you with his stinger out towards you.
Is it kind of like a cobra strike? How a cobra would like get back on its legs or something like that? Or not its legs, his spine.
His legs, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna listen to the warning and and probably just back off if I can.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But actually, Old
Yeah.
John's gonna go first.
Yep.
Nothing.
Alright.
You're not sure. Walzer's gonna go then.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna keep stalking this creature until he like gets away from me. Like I imagine it's like a sort of like a cave, right? And then he's sort of like
That's kinda rounded,
circling
yeah.
around it.
No, he's kind of moving just out in the out direction, and you're kind of slowly making your way across the.
Yeah. So what I imagine happening, he's sort of going in front of the door that was open where old John went, right? And he's sort of
Yep.
moving towards the entrance of the cave.
He's moving towards the entrance of the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, but he like he's basically skirting around where I am, around the other side of the cave if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he's trying to keep distance from me. Basically, what I want to try and do, I want to herd him out the front of the cave.
Sure.
By like keep doing my menacing walk and keep like sending verbal insults at him, trying to scare him out of the cave almost.
Why don't you give me another intimidation check because of your leg and
Sure, I can
the
do
most
that.
threatening.
So, there we go, passed again.
Yep, there you go. And then Engelard, move out of the way.
Yep, move the fuck out of the way.
Anything else?
It's probably not best to attack it now. I think let's say Walzer's got it under control if he's
With
he's
your
making.
yeah.
It looks like since Walzer is just by what he's doing, it looks like he's forcing it to back off. So it doesn't look like there's reason to make it get aggressive to me.
Especially with your empathy ability, you're able to detect that as well.
Yep.
So you make your way, basically give the wyvern some space, and then Alistair. You see the kind of the tail end of the wyvern poke its butt out of the cave mouth. You hear kind of shouting from inside. That sounds like Walzer. You see Engelard, move out of the way.
All right, I'm probably just gonna take stock and. All right, so I'm at the bottom of the landslide to the opening, really, aren't I? Well, considering my extreme lack of usefulness in this, I'm just gonna probably just walk towards just the cave mouth and just see if I can make myself as small as possible for this time being. Just take.
You're gonna start making your way back up, I think.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, not really up so much, but I'm just kind of like maybe just to the side, move towards the. Yeah, I'll just make my way back up slowly.
You make your way about halfway up in one turn. That's fine.
Yeah.
The wyvern will back its way out of the cave. It will begin to walk down backwards the rocky encampment and makes it to about halfway. Rocks begin to fall down where Alistair just was.
Good thing you moved.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't just stay there then, because that's the rocks.
And so the wyvern will make it about halfway down to. He will make a snap at Alistair as he passes him. He will growl at him. But you think he is
Please
cowed.
no checks.
Yeah, no. Okay. Old John. Okay, Old John is alive, and will remain so for the time being. Walzer.
At this point, I'm gonna see because I saw old John go in the hole, right?
Yeah.
I want to go check up on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make your way over to the hole. You see Old John. You see he is kind of taking his shirt off and wrap the entire thing around his shoulder. You see that his shirtless body is old and sun-baked. A lot of kind of gray hair on his back and on his chest. But you see that he's also got scars on his back, like he'd been whipped.
Interesting. Okay.
And
And
these are old scars.
Yeah. So basically, as I come in, as I get. I sort of slaughter my way in because right now I've given up being intimidating now. Obviously, I've put down the act, and I'm like, "You old cootie, you all right?"
He says, "I don't know if I'm gonna make it."
No, you'll make it. Don't worry about that.
And
You
he's
got-
gonna slump. He's like slumped against the wall.
Yeah, I want to go down to him and I want to investigate his wounds and see if there's anything at all, like even remotely possible. Maybe I can cauterize it somehow. Maybe I can do, something that a blacksmith would know how to handle.
But
almost.
you kind of wince when you kneel because of your legs.
Yeah.
But you think he's got the situation kind of well, and he's kind of done all he can do, or all you could do.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Well, then I want to try and like. I guess I want to. Oh, it's gonna be so hard for me to carry him, but I want to try and. What would it take for me to carry him with my legs the way they are?
You're not so sure you could at all.
Yeah. All right. That's what I figured. What about dragging him?
You need help.
Okay. All right. Well, then I want to go back out to the entrance.
Okay.
And do I see any of the other people?
You say Engelard, yeah. For the most part, the combat is over. The wyvern has made its way down the hill, snapped at Alistair,
Yeah. Okay.
and kind of about faced, and then kind of walked as fast as he could down the rest of the hill.
All right. So do I see Alistair at all?
If you walk to the cave mouth, yes, you see him kind of clambering his way back up, and he makes it back up.
All right. I'm saying
And
you're gonna have to carry that old coot down the mountain. I can't right now. He's inside the hole that you guys were in.
How does it look? Is he all right?
Terrible. You're gonna have to go to him now. He's gonna need more than just luck to get through
All right.
this.
I'll just walk. I'll just start walking over and
ignoring
I guess
Engelard.
Yeah, well, right now, first and foremost, it's kind of also like old John's on my mind, so
Would I
yeah.
hear them talk about this?
You're right.
All right,
there.
then yeah. I guess I'll just start to follow where Alistair's going to go. I mean, after all, somebody's
So
probably waiting for
I
death.
see this new guy walking up. I want to put my hand on his shoulder. And I want to stop him from going inside the cave, if at all possible.
Okay.
And I say, "What business do you have here?"
Oh, I've been following you guys for a while now. I know Alistair. And give me a second to think. All right, I've been following your route for a while now. I know one of you, and I'm here to help in any way.
Well, how about you just wait here? I don't know you.
So this, you kind of had to reach up to kind of put your hand on his shoulder because he is about.
Well, then I'll put my hand on his
Oh.
stomach, I guess.
Yeah,
If I have
yeah,
to make an intimidation check, I will. But
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if you have to. It depends on if Engelard wants to push it.
yeah, it's up to
I'm
you.
going to push it.
All right.
Okay, so you force. So you want to intimidate?
Okay. Nice.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Engelard, do you feel intimidated?
You've just seen this dude intimidated goddamn wyvern, you know?
Yeah, really.
All he needs to do is stare me. I'll be like, fine, whatever.
Okay,
I
Alistair,
don't
you
want to
make.
fight. I don't want to fight.
Yeah,
Good choice, little man.
Alistair, you make your way. You see a shirtless old John slumped up against the wall with a bloody rag of a shirt wrapped around his shoulder. Blood has run down the wall and pulled onto the floor. He says, "Alistair, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. How are you feeling?
Did you kill it?"
Walzer scared it off. That man
No.
could scare even the gods.
What have you done? You've scared it off towards the town.
We don't know it's going to go towards the town. It's just left.
The people.
Look, you just rest.
Your family. They're in danger.
What's left of my family? Look, if we couldn't take it down, we'll need to go down there anyway, but we need more information. We need to know exactly what this thing is. This place as well. I mean, this speaks of something a bit bigger than just the wyverns. We need to find out more. And you need to rest.
What does
We
it
need to
matter?
get you. It matters because it could be the difference between saving this town and just having, killing this creature. How do we know that there isn't more of these creatures? We need to find this information out. Killing this creature now will help us temporarily, but look, we'll have to get to this later. First, we need to get you patched up.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be going anywhere.
Yeah. All right. I'm taking a close inspection. So, is his t-shirt completely soaked in blood, or is it?
Pretty much.
Alrighty. I might think to myself, I might go out and rip some up over some of those old robes for additional bandaging, just to see if I can just wrap it around him.
Okay,
Alright, so yeah.
You do so.
Yeah.
Walzer and Engelard see this.
Yeah,
Alistair,
I've walked out of the room, and so now I'm kind of like taking stock of that Englard is here, and I repeat my battle cry, which is just like, so what are you doing here?
I came to find you.
What for? Were you sent out by the college?
No, that's a long story. That'll save it for later.
All right, well, good. First off, you want to come help me with old John here?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, in
All
that
right.
case, I sort of take, and I just sort of like put my hands up and I'm like, all right. And then I want to sit at the cave entrance, I guess, and just sort of.
ponder your existence up to this point.
Well, more like in case that bloody thing comes back, I just want to be.
Yeah,
like
keep
a
an eye out.
warning
Do you
alarm,
take a dagger and start to slice the dead flesh off your legs?
Would I know to do that?
Maybe not.
Well, yeah. Now that I'm in the light, like, how do they look? Like,
Not great. Not great.
Okay.
You're pretty tough though.
like, is it like, lack of a better term here, like flapping about? Like, is it...
No.
Okay.
No. There's some charred corners.
All right. Well, I kind of grimace as I look at them and I think, oh, damn it. That'll learn me, I guess.
So,
I yell over my shoulder as Englord and I go towards this thing. It's just like, there's some extra robes there. Maybe you'll be able to find some pants.
The pants are the least of my worries right now. But yeah, I will look for some pants,
Anyway.
I guess.
Yeah. You'll act
Fine.
bravado, but yeah, you'll
yeah,
still.
you can find some skeletal pants.
Nice. Are they bony?
No, they're like brown pants.
Brown pants. All right. I guess I'll try and put them on. I mean, like, if anything, it'll act like just like a second skin almost, so that
Something like
they're
that,
not not so like raw against the elements, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's fine. You very gingerly put them on, and almost as soon as you do, pus starts to kind of soak through in little spots.
That's fine. Yeah. Kind of.
Okay,
I
and-
think that maybe that might be the better way of handling. Oh, that's what Wilder thinks, at least, anyway.
Alistair and Engelard, you make your way into the little opening, the little alcove, and do what?
All right.
All right.
I kind of mentioned to I see him like with old John, and it's like we've got to be able to get him out of here. I don't know if he's going to be any use to us. Can you think of anything to be able to move him?
Let me think. No, can I look? I'm gonna look around the area, I guess. And is there anything I see that I can see that I might be able to make something like a mock-up stretcher or something?
Well,
Something
there are a lot of bones around, a lot of skeletons. There's a large pillar, like a large white pillar, and then a large orb that's been cracked down the middle.
What about like a cape or something like that? Maybe we can put him
Yeah.
on.
The robes, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Do you have anything
No,
that
no,
can... just out of curiosity, out of character here, are you the professional class as well?
I'm just a scholar.
You're a scholar, but does he fall under the professional class?
No, it's a separate thing, but it's similar.
Okay.
And,
because
I know
something
quite a
like
bit
here
about
might be
engineering.
very useful, like improvised tools, for example. Might be incredibly
Yeah,
useful for
He
getting...
has that. He can
Okay.
take that. Yeah.
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 But
I mean,
with this kind of thing, you're not trying to make anything fancy. Improvised tools is more for like making armor with not the right tools or equipment or location or anything like that. But this kind of thing, he can just do it. He doesn't need to make a check or spend any XP or anything.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
all right. So the bone should be sturdy enough, I think, to carry him, right? So
Sturdy enough. Yeah. They haven't really been weathered that much by the elements. They've been in this cave.
yeah,
I collect
he's
all the
probably not
thigh
that bad.
bones I can, and then I make a stretcher out of it.
Basically, I collect what looks to be the sturdiest bones that won't crack easily carry him, and I
Thigh bones. Yeah.
thigh bones. And also I grab I guess, the clothing or something, or
Yeah.
whatever we mentioned earlier, and make it basically a very rudimentary stretcher in order to put
You take the
put
bones,
him
you
on.
stretch the robes across it, tear strips of other robes, and to tie the corners together. Um, yeah, and you make a you make a rudimentary stretcher. Go ahead and make an engineering check. So that's going to be, I see 15 on here, so that's your target number. Okay.
Damn, dude, we got an engineer. That's awesome.
Nope.
No, that's okay. It looks good though.
All right.
It breaks. Old man John goes rolling down the hill again.
Oh god.
But
God, just
What
don't
do
put me in charge of it, or else it so will.
All right. Do I, since this roll isn't that good, did I notice any fuck ups on my part?
No, you don't. No.
I guess it's just poor materials, like, you know.
Well, since my character doesn't know they fucked up, I guess he thinks it's perfectly fine to use.
Sure.
yeah,
So I guess I just
So you have Alistair load old John onto the
Yeah.
stretcher. Okay.
yeah, we kind of put both of them load him, and I guess it's only me and Alistair to carry him down because Alistair still kind of got fucked over in his legs.
If you touch like old John's skin maybe by accident, and you see that he's becoming feverish.
Okay.
And also he says, so he begins to talk, and he says, "Don't take me down there. That beast is still out there."
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't know where he went from, but it will be fine. You need medical attention now. Hello?
yeah, we can.
Okay. What happens next?
Okay. So I guess we're still gonna, I guess, load him up onto the thing
Sure.
and pick up the structure, I suppose.
Alistair and
Yeah.
Yep.
and you. So what do? You just begin to carry him gingerly down the hill.
Yeah.
Okay. And do what? Attempt to carry him the 4 hours down back to town.
No, I think we'll carry him out to the entrance, and then I'll turn around to Walzer and I guess I'll say it's like we need to make a decision now on what we need to do. Do we want to keep going in this area, or do we want to, you know,
You fixed
like
your
old
wounds.
John needs help?
You fixed your wounds before when the wyvern pierced you. Are you able to do the same here?
All right.
Or it might be best
Yeah,
if we
we'll
can
s-
set up a small camp and maybe we can find some food and maybe you can work on getting a balm on him or something like that. And maybe even on my legs too. Jeez. Now that I think about it.
I've had training. Like as a child I had some rudimentary knowledge of herbs and that, but not healing to this extent. I'll do what I can, but
You
Well-
could with your skills, you could probably make a balm that would maybe cut the penalty for Walzer down to about a -1. And you could also probably reduce old John's fever with what you know.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot because I'll turn around to Walter and Engel. It's like, oh, we've gone too far to give up now. We need more information. That wyvern is just.
I agree.
I don't know if we'll be
What
able
did
to-
you find down in the cave, if you don't mind me asking? It looked like it was man-made when I was down there for the split second that I was.
Yeah, from what I can see, this architecture is dwarven. Actually, I didn't get to see too far down into that, but there's a way down. There's some stairs. There was also a number there. I can't think of it right now.
I got it right here.
We'll worry about that later. Let's get everyone patched up first. So do you want to stay? Do you want to make the camp here, or do you want to go down the
We
landslide?
should, off to the side of the cave entrance, maybe make a cave. It's a little too
Alright.
hard for me and for people carrying a stretcher to walk down a mountainside, so...
Yeah.
So around the cave entrance, is it like foresty?
So there's the cave entrance. There's the rock slide in front of the cave entrance that goes down to the valley floor. The valley floor is basically just plains. There's a little bit of grass, but not much else. Making your way back down is the clearing with the grass that you burned all of it, and with a few sparse trees. But there's not a lot of trees, no.
Okay.
And the wyvern has basically made its way down past the clearing, maybe to the river.
Well, we can only run into trouble if we follow that thing.
it's best just to leave it be for now.
All right. Well, we need to get
Recall there's
everyone
also-
back to ship shape.
There's also goblins about.
All right.
Oh, damn.
So we need. Let's just set a place somewhere where at least it'll be hard to for others to see us from far away.
Well, the cave is as good as any. We've got a high point. The gravel there will make sure that if anyone tries to approach the entrance to the cave, we'll hear them.
You mean aside from a wyvern?
Yeah.
Well, we'll hear that wyvern coming from a long way off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I would like to set up a camp somewhere, and I want to take a bit of time to sort of do something about my wounds while they're fresh.
Yep.
Maybe
Where
even...
would you like to go? You can stay in the cave, on the floor, at the valley kind of floor, back at the stage with the ruins.
I don't think it's a good idea to stay in the cave because it limits our escape options if the wyvern comes back. So I would suggest maybe somewhere close by to the cave so that we can investigate it once we feel a little more rested, and we'll go from there. What do you guys say?
Our escape options might be limited. We still would probably be able to hear the wyvern coming from far enough away.
Well, I just don't want to be stuck in a cave when the wyvern sneaks back in, because no doubt he's going to return to his home at some point. So
Good point.
There is another option. We could go further into the ruins and explore them, the entrance to the back of the cave. It's a risk, but we
Or
could
do you
find
know
something
what's down
there. We can go and find out.
It seems a little risky. I'm still not even sure exactly what you guys are talking about yet. But
Right.
I imagine that doesn't sound just.
Well, as far as I know,
gut
you
feeling,
won't be
that
able to
doesn't
make
sound very good.
any bombs or any sort of like fires or what have you in there. So
That's under the assumption that that place isn't stocked. For all we know, it could be a storehouse filled with everything we might need. But I agree,
that's
it is
that's
a bit too
lot of
risky to
what
go with that.
ifs.
Mm.
Personally,
All right,
I would
well-
rather put my back against the dirt than under the ground, but I ain't no dwarf. Yeah. So
All right.
yeah,
Well, we'll have to leave this cave.
we'll stay close by, but we'll probably go to the floor, if at all possible.
Okay. So you're gonna gingerly carry old John on the stretcher down to the
Yeah.
Right.
valley floor, the box canyon that's kind of been formed. Okay.
What do we have in terms of like supplies, like food and water and whatnot?
Well, I don't know.
I have-
What do you have?
I have some rations.
Yeah, I have 2 days rations, but I don't know if we use them on the way up or not.
No, remember you were fed before you came up here, and you had a snack on the way up, and you're hungry again, so you might need to eat again
Yeah.
pretty quick here.
Yeah, so we'll set up. I don't know if I have any water on me. I do. Wait, no, I don't.
You should have some. You may have some. Remember the river ran all the way up this way, so you can make your way back to the river and try to make camp there.
That actually might not
But-
be a bad idea, because then we can wash our wounds in a running water and stuff like that. So,
The wyvern might have been headed toward that direction, though.
or do you rather have us sit here and rot, pretty much? I personally would favor running water, to be honest.
It's a risk, but I guess we're going to have to take it.
Unless you have a few gallons on you, I don't think that's going to happen. So,
Yeah, I only have enough. I only have some drinking water.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll make our way to the river. It makes sense. I mean, I need to clean my legs as much as possible as well. So
So you'll carry old John on the stretcher, following Walzer's kind of slow lumbering gait. You guys are all moving at a rather slow pace. Halfway to the river, the stretcher gives out, and old John lands on his bloody shoulder on the ground and passes out from the pain.
So maybe that's not a bad thing. I mean, it'll allow us to fix his
perhaps
wounds.
not. But you're able to kind of gather him up, and amongst the two of you, you're able to carry him all the way
Yeah.
the rest of the way to the river. But the stretcher is forfeit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself in my head for screwing up somewhere.
Yeah.
But,
I thought I had it.
When you make your way kind of further upstream than where you were before, the wyvern is nowhere to be seen. There were kind of some large tracks in the burnt grass that you near where you encountered the goblins.
Okay.
But you pass those. The wyvern's nowhere to be seen besides what his tracks.
All right. If it's okay with you, Graham, I'd love to take like a 3-minute break here.
Yep,
Get some more
that's fine.
water and
Good
stuff
place
like
for
that.
it. Wash your wounds, eat your rations. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be back in about 3 minutes, guys. But yeah, stick around. There's more of this to come, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Be right back.